This video is for informational and educational purposes only and does not constitute legal advice. All individuals mentioned are presumed innocent until proven guilty. The analysis reflects legal commentary based on publicly available information at the time of the publication. The state said he was too dangerous for an ordinary prison. They moved him into one of the most secured correctional environments in South Africa, isolated, tightly controlled, and designed for highest risk inmates. But then the court intervened, not to release him, not to reduce charges, but to decide something that could quietly shape the entire outcome of his case, where he should be held while waiting trial. Because in law, the conditions of detention can influence the quality of defense. And the case of Vusumuzi Matlala, that question is becoming a battleground. Accused and the charges. Matlala stands accused of serious offenses, including attempted murder and conspiracy to commit murder, with allegations that stretch into ordinary criminal activities. This type of case where the state moves aggressively, where risk assessments carry weight, and where authorities can act early to prevent interference or intimidation. From the outset, he was treated as a high-risk detainee, and that classification set tone for everything that followed. The Supermax decision. That classification led to decisive move. He is transferred to eBhongweni Supermax Correctional Service. This facility is not just another prison. It represents the highest level of incarceration control in the country, with strict limitations of movement, communication, and contact. From the state perspective, this was preservation measure, a way to maintain order and protect the integrity of the case. But what protects the system can also constrain the defense. The defense case. The defense, Matlala's legal team urged that every condition designed to secure him were undermined his ability to prepare for trial. They raised concerns about limited access, the logical burden of travel to Kokstad, and the difficulty of maintaining constant, meaningful consultation. Their argument was not about comfort or convenience. It was about constitutional right. In South Africa, the right to fair trial is not symbolic. It is enforceable, and it includes the ability to consult properly with legal representative. Without that, the defense argued, the process itself became compromised. The Court Balancing Act. The court was then forced into balancing act. On one side stood the state, insisting that the security concern justifies strict detention conditions. On the other side, the defense argued that those same conditions were erode the fairness of the proceedings. This is a familiar tension in high-profile criminal cases: control versus fairness, risk versus right. In resolving the tension, the court made a decision that they shifted the dynamic of the case. It ordered that Matlala remains in Kgosi Mampuri Correctional Service, a facility that allows more practical access for legal consultation and court preparation. Why this ruling matter? This ruling does not change the charges. It does not imply innocent. What it does is in reinforcing a core principle of legal system. Even individuals accused of serious crimes must be given a genuine opportunity to defend themselves. The court effectively acknowledged that the detention conditions are not natural. They can influence how the case unfolds. But allowing Matlala to remain in Pretoria, the court has prioritized procedural fairness without completely abandoning the state's concern. The hidden legal strategy. At a deep level, the decision reveals how legal strategy operates beneath the surface. For the defense, improved access means better preparation, quicker communication, and stronger ability to respond to state cases. For the prosecution, it introduced new concerns about oversight and control. These are not abstract issues. They are tactical realities that can shape witness preparations, evidence challenges, and ultimately the outcome of the trial. In cases of magnitude, small procedural shift can have disappropriate effects. What happened next? As the matter moved towards the next court date in May 2026, the focus will return to the substance of charges, but the significance of the ruling will remain. It highlights the role of the court, not just the enforcer of the law, but the guiding of the process. The justice system must maintain authority, but must also maintain legitimacy. If it becomes too restrictive, it risks undermining the fairness of the meant to unfold. If it becomes too lenient, it risks losing the control over serious threats. In this case, the court has attempted to navigate that narrow space between the two. The question now is not whether Matlala will stand trial. He will, but whether the conditions under which he prepares will influence how the trial unfolds. Because in the end, justice is not only about the verdict, it's about the integrity of the path taken to reach it. That concludes our analysis. Thank you for watching The Sim. If you found this breakdown useful, consider subscribing for clear, factual legal analysis. Until next time, stay informed.